Pakistan just get a $150 million bet on its future. An electric vehicle giant is financing a massive factory in Sindh right now. The BYD is a name most Pakistani don't know yet, but they will soon. The Chinese auto manufacturer is nearing completion on a facility that will produce 25,000 vehicles annually. That is not a small operation. That is an industrial powerhouse coming to Sindh. When a multinational company invests this heavily, entire ecosystem emerge around it. Suppliers pop up, transport companies expand, steel mills ramp production. Every part of the supply chain gets stimulated. Local workers learn global manufacturing standards from the world's leading EV company. This is economic momentum. Gharo transforms from a relatively quiet industrial area into a manufacturing destination. Other companies start looking at the region. Investors see opportunities. That is how industrial cities grow. For Sindh specifically, this could be a turning point. Economic activity triggers more activity, jobs, created demands for housing, schools, restaurants, services. The multiplier effect ripple outward. This is Pakistan Connect. Follow for more.
The Iran Israel conflict remains highly volatile despite a temporary pause in direct attacks. According to international reports, both Iran and Israel have agreed to halt strikes for now, following diplomatic pressure led by United States President Donald Trump. However, officials on both sides have warned that military actions could resume if either side believes the ceasefire has been violated. Iran has particularly warned that any continued Israeli attack against Hezbollah targets in Lebanon could trigger a renewed response. Tensions remain elevated across wider Middle East. Meanwhile, Washington is pushing for a longer-term agreement with Tehran. President Trump has publicly urged both sides to avoid further escalation and suggested that negotiations with Iran could produce a breakthrough within few days. Diplomatic efforts are focusing on preventing another round of missile exchanges that could destabilize the region and further disrupt the global energy market. Uncertainty also affects the global markets. Oil prices initially surged amid fears of wider regional war, but later eased after the reports that both Iran and Israel has posed the attacks. Analysts warn that any renewed fighting, particularly around the strategically important Strait of Hormuz, could again send energy crisis sharply higher and threaten international shipping routes. Ongoing Israeli operations in Lebanon, Iran's warning of retaliation, and unresolved political disputes mean the risk of renewed conflict remains significant.